Okay, so we're ready to start the exercise. Obviously, the first step in the exercise is making sure that your equipment is set up correctly, just like in the bench press. Okay, so we want to make sure that our bar height is just lower than our shoulder height standing straight up. And the reason for that is that we're going to be lifting the bar off of the hooks. If the bar is not low enough, if the supports are not low enough, when you go to lift the bar, you won't be able to clear the bar cleanly off the supports. On the other hand, you don't want those supports so low that the top of the supports are actually so low that when you go to re-rack the weight, you miss. So you want to make sure that the supports are high enough so that you have a good stop, what we call the stops. When you go to rack the weight, you can put the bar on the stops. Okay, that's really important. So the first step is we want to check the bar height. We want to make sure what weights are on the bar are correct, and we want to make sure that we've locked them onto the bar. Okay, we don't want to be, any kind of movement going on during a squat, especially when you're doing heavy squats. Okay. First step is we want to approach the bar. We want to mentally start fixing our mind about what the exercise is going to be, what the steps of the exercise are going to be. We want to start our breathing cycle in and out. We want to start getting a regular breathing motion. Okay. Okay. The first step is we want to step under the bar. Okay. We want to make sure that the bar is square on our shoulders. Okay. We're going to have 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, so you're actually stable. Okay. Want to make sure that our chin is up, our eyes are forward, our back is completely flat. Now, it's imperative that what you see is that I'm not actually straight. When I'm under the bar, I'm just slightly angled. Okay? Just so that I'm going to step forward so you can see that clearly. Okay? So when I center under the bar, my back is straight, but it's not perpendicular to the ground. It's slightly angled. Okay? So when I go to lift, I'm going to be lifting this way. That's the motion. Up, and then step back. Okay? So that's going to be our motion when we go to clear the weight. Okay? So we're going to step under the bar. We're going to get our breathing. We're going to get our mental picture. We step under the bar. Place the bar square on our shoulders. Get our stance. Head up, chin forward, hands on the bar. We want to make sure that our elbows are in and tucked. We don't want any of this. We want to make sure it's like this. And the reason for that is when you lift your shoulders, the pads will actually land too far on the outside of the shoulder. Okay, we want to make sure that the weight is actually on the trapezius muscle, which is right here. When you lift your elbow, now you're putting that weight on the shoulder complex, and that's where a lot of people get in trouble on this exercise. Okay, so again, under, in, elbows down. Okay, we want to lock our core. We want to start activating our core muscle. Make sure our back is flat. Okay, and we want to push up with the legs. Then step back and square yourself up. Okay, so elbows are in, hands are forward, chin is up, eyes are forward, back is flat, core is strong. We're breathing on a regular basis. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to start lowering the weight to the ground. Now this is the eccentric phase or the relaxation phase, believe it or not. So as we go down, we want to move our hips backward and knees forward. But you never want the knees to go past the toes. You're actually trying to sit down. Okay? Now the squat at the bottom is just, again, like the bench press, the back of the elbows, the back of the arms, we're just past parallel to the ground. So what we want here is the upper part of the legs just past parallel. So when I go down, what you should see is the top of my legs will be just past my knees. Now my back is not changing its angle. The lumbar support, the lumbar angle stays the same through the entire exercise. I'm actually moving my hips back. And then up again. Okay, so breathing, what you want to do is make sure that you breathe in on the down and out on the up. Because what's happening there is you're actually doing a contraction on the upward phase of this exercise. So we always want to breathe out on the contraction, right? So breathe in on the eccentric phase, out on the up. Squeeze at the top. Squeeze on that, because that's where we're actually exercising the muscle right there. Squeeze, then release and down, keeping the back into place. Up again. Squeeze. Down. Up. Squeeze. When you're ready to rack the weight, you're going to do the exact opposite of how you took the weight off. You're going to step right, left. That puts you in position again. You're going to feel the stops. Release the weight and step out. And that's basically the K-word bar squat. Okay? That's it. Have a great day.